This is section 9.1, frequency distributions. And some of you may be familiar with these first three terms that we're going to talk about, and perhaps not. The first one is called the median, and that is the middle number or entry in a list of numbers. The mean is the same thing as the average, and sometimes you'll see it with referred to as an X with a bar over it, and it's read X bar when you say it like that. The next one is mode, and that is the most frequent number or entry in a list. So in the problem set, you might be given a list of numbers, and it says find the mean. And the mean or the average or the X bar is the sum of all the X's divided by the number of items. So in this list we add up 44, 41, 25, etc. through 51. There are a total of 6 items, so we add that up, divide by 6, and the mean is 44. Okay. In this list it says find the median. Well, you want to put the numbers in order. If they were not in order, you would have to put them in before you choose. And the middle is literally the middle between all of these. Now, if you have an odd number of entries, it's pretty easy to find the middle one because you have 2 on either side in this example. But if you have an even number of entries, you take the middle 2 and you add those together, divide by 2, and that would be your median. Okay. The mode, the most frequent entry in the list. So find the mode for each list of numbers. Well, if we look here, 57 was repeated twice, but 55 was repeated 3 times. So that is the mode. You don't have to put them in any order when you're looking for that. You can use your calculator to find the mean and the median. If you put your list of numbers in L1 or L2, then to find the mean, you go to Second, Stat, Math, and the third option is Mean, and then Second, Stat, L1 under Names. Okay? So, and if you want to find the median, same as above, but choose 4 median. Okay? Alright. So, I think that might help you do some of those. And I think that's all the notes we have. Let's look at the problems. The amount in dollars paid by 20 students for textbooks during the fall are, and then we have all these numbers of lists. If you want to fill in the frequency of numbers in particular intervals, it's often listed like this. So if we want to find out how many amounts are there that are between 10 and 19.99, well, there aren't any, so that would be a 0. Between 20 and 29.99, well, here's 22, 28, 26, 23, and 27. There's 6 numbers that fall in there. So that what you would do with each of these intervals, find out how many of these numbers fall in that interval and put those numbers there. Does this histogram on the left represent this data? So you've got A, B, C, D, E. Those are our intervals where there was numbers occurring. And then up in this part of the graph of the histogram, we have these numbers here. So yes, that does if we looked through that. Number 2, find the mean. And again, you add all these numbers up, and there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we add them up, it's 105. We divide by 7, that's 15. That is our mean. Same thing on number 3, and we get 15.6 for our mean. Find the mean of the quiz scores in the table to the right. To find the mean when given this type of information, we need to find the products. We're going to multiply each value by the frequency. And so we get 2, 4, 16, 35. And so this becomes another column almost in our table, products, and so total those up, you get 57. Total the frequencies, you get 13. The mean is now 57 divided by 13, which is 4.4. So that's how we'll do that if you're given the value and the frequency like that. For the median, remember that's the middle number, and so we have to put these in order. So I've done that here, got them ordered numerically, and the middle one, right in the middle there, is 15. This one has an even number of items. I again put them in order, but I don't have one right in the middle, so I take these two in the middle, add those together. That's 60 divided by 2 is 30, so the median is 30. Find the mode, that's the data that's most repeated, and in this case it is 28. On number 8, we're talking about the following pulse rates for 15 students. Find the mode. So we want to find if there's something more repeated than the other. And so we have 75 listed twice. I don't believe there's anything else that's repeated like that. So the mode would be 75. Number 9, a local travel office has 10 employees and their monthly salaries are given below. The mean salary, that's the average. You want to add all the salaries and divide by the number, which is 10. When you do that, you should get 2110 as the mean salary. And then find the median. We needed to put them in order, which I did. Hopefully I did that right. And we have an even number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so we take the middle 2, and you have 4 on either side. You take the middle 2, add those, and divide by 2. So we're finding the mean of these two. It is 1605, so that is our median. So that's some practice with frequency distributions.